impressed with how we played. Our team had no idea who they were or that they were ranked, and we liked it that way, but we played fantastic. We hit over 300 in the first set, but they hit over 400. But I will say, first two sets, their coach called both timeouts in both sets, which is a huge win for us because we made them feel very important. So doesn't feel good to lose, but that's a really good loss. That afternoon, we had a really good 3-0 win against Bemidji State, who's a very good team. We felt very positive about that win. We played fantastic. The next morning, we beat Lake Superior State in 3, which again, great win. The team played consistent, felt really good. And then that afternoon, we lost to Brixton in 5 by 3 points, which happens to be something we enjoy, so we need to stop doing that so much. But it was a frustrating loss because that team is a team that we should have beaten in 3 sets. And it was frustrating for that reason, however, a really good learning experience for us. Kind of shows us that if we are consistent, we can beat anybody, you know? But overall, going 2-2 on the weekend, feel really good about it. Feel really good about what we're doing right now. As Dana Thompson, our sophomore outside, was named to the all-tournament team for that tournament. She had 56 kills on the weekend, which is very good. Right now, she's at 5th in the RMAP, on goes per set, which is pretty good. She will be better. She needs to be better, but pretty good for where we stand right now. Our freshman starting Romero is ranked 3rd in the RMAP, second in the RMAC in digs per set, so pretty impressive for a freshman. She also ranked 31st in the country for digs per set, so as a freshman we're proud of that. We'd like to see that production out of her. Looking forward, on Wednesday, tomorrow, we play Dickinson State at home at 6 p.m. So we'd love for all you to be there. First home match, Dickinson State, I told you it's kind of a fun rivalry. We play them every year, goes back a long time. Love to play them, so that's been fun. We leave Thursday morning very early, head to Salt Lake City first, St. George second. So we're beginning RMAC week and we're excited about it. Competitive teams, but this is what we're doing. But we're feeling really positive about where we stand right now. So hopefully we're going to have more wins and get this busted over. So Shyanne is one of our sophomores. She is our starting setter. We run a 6-2, which means we have 2 setters. She's one of them. Cheyenne was elected captain last semester of her freshman year by her teammates, which is awesome. She's been captain along with 2 seniors, so very impressive kid. But I'll let her talk about herself, why she doesn't mind, and then we'll open up the questions. Okay.
Hi everybody, I'm Shyanne Basteen from Laramie, Wyoming. Pretty close here, it's about 4.5 hours. But I'm a sophomore for luncheon here. Okay, so I guess to start out, this is going to sound super nerdy, but what I want to do in my career is be a process engineer. I want to work with cement and asphalt, just kind of inworking and manufacturing of that, which is involved with my dream job would be to work for California, California, and they can cement, asphalt, material science construction. This past summer, I worked for Simon Construction, and I worked on air manufacturing stuff, but there's more of like, hey, let's make it cheaper, where I want to do more of the environmental side of it. So that's why I went to career fair, is to kind of search for more stuff. But I really enjoyed that company. It's my 2nd year there. My dad works there, so that's kind of like a history I have there. I kind of grew up in that company, so it was a great experience. The president there thinks I need to work for them in the future, but I've had a lot of experience with environmental stuff, so trying to look more into the chemical side of it. But I guess we can talk about our volleyball season and kind of where we're going with that. So our goal this season was to kind of create a new culture. So we have the term create a legacy. So kind of what this is based off of is this program has been kind of losing for the past couple of years, and our goal is to kind of create a new legacy where we have these high expectations and to, win all the time, but we can't let a loss to decide how our season goes. So we're trying to focus on the process, but also we need to show that we are a program to beat. So we're kind of going to go on that play this weekend and prove that we are a great team. This past weekend, I think there was a lot of growth. We have lost 3 matches. We could set by 2 points. That's a little disappointing, but we are going to focus on finishing the game. We focus more on starting off strong, so we're going to try to carry that more.
Any questions? No? Alright. Tomorrow, 6 p.m. Tickets can stay. Sept. All y'all.
Alright, so this past weekend we took the team down to Shyanne State. We had a dual meet. It's a good old cross-country tradition. It's just 2 teams duking it out head-to-head. It's one of the funnest things you can do in cross-country is to just go straight up with somebody else. Shyanne's course was a little bit different than what we had in the past. Their course is on that, it starts in the practice field and then runs, everything's pretty much up on the hills. You see in the background of their football stadium up under the sea there on the hill. And so it's a pretty challenging course. They made it even more challenging this year because they decided to pump a track right down in the middle of one of those practice fields, and that meant that we couldn't run through that stretch, so it took out most of the flat that was on the course. So what that meant for guys like Sam here is that they had a little bit more hills than what we've had in the past, and we felt like we handled it pretty well. The men went 2 through 7 on the scoring, so we put up 20 points on Shattering, beat them 20 to 40 on the men's side. Sam here was actually our #1 guy. We held out some of our top guys from a week ago just so that they could do some extra training. We felt like we were in a good spot that we could do that, and let our freshmen and sophomores have at it, and they really stepped up to the plate and knocked one out of the park for us. So Sam was, I think he was in the team race, I think he was sitting 3rd most of the race, and then all of a sudden coming down that last hill, he just got a nice long drop down into the finish, and wheels just got rolling. That 800-meter runner in him started kicking in, and I think he won it by, was it 0.25 or something?
I think it's 0.36.
Over one of his teammates. So he got the #1 spot on the team by about that much. But really good to see that kind of competitiveness out of him, and that set up things well for the women's race which followed. Our women run up 2nd, unfortunately, but it was a really good day for us overall. Same thing as with the men, we put some new kids in that hadn't run at the home meet, took a few out that did run at the home meet, and wanted to get some more people, get another race under their belt. And we actually saw our freshman gal Addie, who was last week came to talk to you. She was sitting about 35 meters back or so coming off the last hill. There's about 600 meters or so to the finish. She goes down over the hill, gets to the point where I can't see her head bobbing above the tall grass anymore. I'm back over at the bottom of the real steep descent, and I'm hearing lots of yelling. I'm like, what's happening? But I know I can't get there in time, so I kind of hang out. I get done with the meet and hand me the results. I'm like, wait, Addie won? Not only did she win, she went from about 35 meters back, which is about 6 seconds, to win it by 5 more seconds. So really took and put a nice tear in through the last 400 meters, and did a great job pushing through there. And then Alyssa Frankie, one of our other freshman gals, she was 4th for us a week ago, was our #2. Did a really good job moving up and breaking up a couple more shattering marks that we weren't able to break up a week ago. So we had some really good performances on the women's side. This week we're kind of fortunate, we get the weekend off. So spend a little bit of time training, go up and hit the trail for a little bit, and then next week we go out to Wayne State with a small group and get a chance to see some new competition. We haven't been out to Wayne for a while, and so this will be a good opportunity to see some Northern South competition. Minnesota Moorhead's supposed to come down, and should be a good chance to get going. Like I mentioned, this is Sam Elliott. I'll let him introduce himself, tell you a little bit about himself, and why mine.
Alright, so as you guys heard, I'm Sam Elliott. I come from Sioux Falls, Lincoln, the high school, if you guys are familiar with that. I'm a freshman mechanical engineer, and I've always wanted to be an engineer since I've been like 10 years old, but I just didn't know where to go. So as I was doing my college search, the school of mines just really fit what I was looking for. As all of you guys know, the academics here are prestigious, and they're like really high on the national rankings. So that really caught my eye. The small classroom size was another benefit I saw and noticed in this school. And also, on top of that, for academics, my athletics, I've been a runner for the past 5 years. And I was never really looking at the D1 level, because that is a kind of commitment, I guess. And when I came here and met coach and the teammates, I just realized how close of a family they were. And I saw that, and I wanted to be a part of that. So as I've started here, I've been here for 4 weeks so far, and I already feel like I've been here for 3 years. You can ask the upperclassmen, you probably notice that too, but I hang out with them, go out to eat with them, all that stuff. I'm all over, and it's a great experience here. So ever since I visited my first time last year in the winter, I knew that this was a home for me. And so far, it's working out better than I could ask.
Any questions for us?
Was that a transition from high school cross country to college cross country?
It was a big difference for me. I was running usually 40 to 50 miles a week in high school cross country, and that was towards the end of the season. So when we showed up, the camp was like 665. Yeah, so it was already in the first week of practice. It was a big adjustment, but my body, I guess, just takes pretty good, and I've been running fine so far. No injuries or anything like that, so not knowing what it's so good so far.
Now you had a great high school track.
I am running track here, indoor and outdoor, and as of now, looking more like 800-mile runner, 1,500 runner, but
We'll figure it out.
yeah, we'll see where everything will go on.
Did any of your teachers or advisors at the Lincoln talk to you about the school of mines?
When I brought the school of mines up to them and said that's where I was going, every single one of them was like, wow.
But prior to that?
Prior to that, I did not hear about it
They
too much.
didn't say anything.
They did not say too much about it before that, but there wasn't even any school that my teachers would try and push me towards at all. That just didn't ever come up in the classroom.
It seems kind of odd to me that academic advisors in the state engineering school out here wouldn't have suggested, hey, would you want to go down to the school of mines?
You know, I never really asked for help from an academic advisor or anything. So maybe if I would have talked to one, they would have shown me here, but I didn't really pursue to find one, I guess. It was mostly on my own, my family and stuff. Yeah, I noticed how prestigious it was, so I was like, this is an opportunity like that.
What's that? We have a whole meeting last week. Did you play any other sports?
My freshman year of high school, I played football. And at that time, I was like 5'7", 107 pounds, so it just really did not work well for me. And I went into track that freshman year and realized I'm a distance runner. We can't do football. So, yeah, I did play football.
Any other questions? All right, thank you. Good. know you guys are anxiously waiting food showing up. Got back from Western Colorado. Obviously took a loss on Saturday, 27-7. Been a while, we've been scoring off a touchdown. So that's been a while since I've been through one of those. Those are always humbling days. The energy level of the team during the trip was good. We actually had a very nice trip with the exception of a company I'm not going to name in public that was really bad with our sandwiches on Friday. But had a good trip. We were organized on our way. Felt like we were ready to go. Colorado Western is a really unique environment where you take about a 7-minute hike up to the field from the locker room area. So we changed our warm-up a little bit to deal with that. It was a warm day. The elevation was usually a factor there. I thought it probably was to a degree of some kind. But we looked fine through the first part of the game. First quarter, we threw an interception on the first play, which is usually not the way you want to start, but then we responded with a great stand on defense. Then the first quarter just kind of went back and forth, two teams trying to feel each other out. And then a weird stretch at the end of the first quarter into the second quarter where they went on a long drive. We stopped them. We didn't rough the punter, we bumped the punter. That's a 5-yard penalty on 4th and 2. 5 yards gets you first down. So that drive continued into the second quarter. We blocked the field goal and returned it for a touchdown. One of the best plays we've had here in my time. Deontay Christian, Coach Montgomery designed a block. He blocked it, great play. Score, they get the ball back and they have the ball again for another 5 minutes. And we stop them. Long story short, they had the ball for about 10 minutes straight of gameplay. And then we had 6 plays on offense in the second quarter. 6 bad plays, if I would add some context to it. We didn't do anything with those 6 plays. And so we ended up going from 7-0 to 14-7 at halftime. Regrouped, did some better things at times in the second half, but we could not sustain anything offensively in the football game. I give Western Colorado a lot of credit. They were very physical with us. We didn't respond great to it and lost the football game. So came back this morning, practiced at 6 a.m. Kansas City Chiefs were on campus to evaluate one of our players and talk to the scout afterwards. One of the first things he said to me is, you guys don't look like your other 2 coming off the game where you got beat like that. And I said, well, I guess that's good because kids are definitely responding to what we're doing. The practice had a pretty good spirit this morning. Energy was decent. We're ready to play this week now against Simon Fraser. We're getting ready for that game. Unique travel. So we'll, it's no different than what volleyball's doing, right? We'll get on a bus sometime Thursday, drive to Denver. Hopefully the buses will stay together, not hitting wildlife. We got that issue this week. And then we'll get to Denver, spend the night, wake up really early, sometime in the 3s to catch a flight to Seattle on Friday morning, and then we'll drive up to BC. And then you kind of deal with it across the border. So it could take us, it's 3 hours. It could be 3, but you could be 3 at the border too. You know, you don't really know for sure until you're there. So we'll get up there, and it's thankfully for us, they decided to play us as late in the night as they possibly could. So we're going to play really, really late on Saturday night, and then come back on Sunday. Simon Fraser's 0-2, like us, but they've played 2 really great teams. They played an FCS opponent, and Angelo State, who's one of the premier D2 teams, I think, in the country. They're a top 10 team in the country. So there are 2 teams that need to win, to be honest. So we need to play well and win the game. They're very young and very talented. We're pretty young too, but that's so I think you're going to see 2 teams are pretty desperate going after each other on Saturday night up in Vancouver. Beautiful part of the world. If you've never been up there, I strongly encourage you go find a time if you want to come to our game. There's tickets available too. So come on up if you have your passport ready, and you can come see the Hardrockers up in Canada. We have played there before. It's a unique environment. They like rugby and European football more than American football up there. So it's unique. So that just kind of the environment's just a little sterile, I guess you could say. So we got to kind of create our own energy in that game, which is good for us because we need to play with some good teams. No player this week. We have, with our travel schedule being what it is this week, And last week, you guys need to get to career fair today, and hopefully, I know we'll have guys available to catch their breath and kind of get back in the swing of things next week. We do have some makeup exams, pre-exams that we're taking because we'll be gone for a couple days here Thursday and Friday. Which I'm sure you guys are volleyball pre-exams. Always a favorite of the scholar athlete, getting to take that test a day early. You know, but as part of the Division II college athletics, that's what you do, and so that's what we're getting ready for this week. Questions on the football program? Good? Okay guys, thanks for your support. Rock on.
I wasn't prepared to make a speech, but I'll go ahead and stand up here and do the best I can. Really looking forward to, we've made a concentrated effort as an institution to heighten and bring more people back from homecoming, which kind of trying to sort of put the cart in front of the horse. We got to handle this week's business with our athletics, but next week, we've got homecoming. We've got all kinds of activities going on with downtown, community service, community engagement. We've got the golf tournament on Friday at Arrowhead. If you got nothing going on Friday, if you know somebody who doesn't have anything going on, would like to do some golf, we'd love to have you. And then of course, Saturday, we've got our Hall of Fame. We've got the 6970 cross country team that's going in. We have Rob Ruth, a track and field throws. We have Steve Steele, I think 67 football. And then we have Gary Gunter, who's 67 football. And then we have BJ, is it Smith Cox? BJ Simpson Cox, I apologize, BJ. Sorry. Who's going in as an all-around female athlete. She was a spectacular volleyball player, basketball player, and three-sport athlete for us. She threw javelin. I think she's third right now. Still in third place all time in the javelin. So that's going to be at 10 o'clock on Saturday. And then we have tailgating going on at 3 o'clock. We're starting an org fair, community org fair, so a campus org fair. It's going to be taking place up on the C ramp. So all of our student orgs are going to be out there showcasing what they got, what they do for us on campus. And we're going to have live music. We've got tailgating starting at 3 o'clock. The gates will open up at 3 o'clock. So it'll be a good, lively, and entertaining time, we hope, on the 28th. And then, of course, component, yes, you play at 1 p.m. Volleyball plays at 1 p.m. I know soccer plays on Thursday and Sunday. We got a full weekend. Our staff and athletics are going to earn every penny that they make this coming week. It's going to be a lot of fun. You'll have lots of opportunity to watch soccer, volleyball, and I believe the pumpkin chunking is going on too. Is that right? At 1 o'clock or something?
We have two now. One is at 10 a.m. and then the last three finals are at 1 p.m.
Okay. So lots of stuff, lots of things to entertain yourselves with South Dakota School of Mines and Technology. Thanks for coming today, really appreciate it. Hopefully everybody will get our food. And next week, Pizza Ranch on the south side on Highway 16. Thanks for everything you guys do for Hardrocker Athletics. Thanks for coming out and supporting. Coach, appreciate you all coming and speaking today. Thank you.